Hello, welcome. This is Yogi Marquis's Saturday service. We're going to start off by giving honor to God, the Almighty, the omnipresent divine essence through which all that was made and is made. God, no matter the name we call you or the faith through which we conceive you, I thank you and praise you for this gift of life, existence, and consciousness. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the blessings you sent all of our way. Thank you for this beautiful Saturday, May 10th, God. The weather here in this moment is simply beautiful. And the truth is, God, no matter if it was rain or shine, snow or sleet, whatever you put on the sky and underneath my feet, it would be magnificent because everything is a creation from you, God. I know that sometimes the rain falls on my head not to keep me wet, but to make sure that the fruit and vegetables that fuel my body and fuel your creation get the nourishment that they need. And so I can be sad that it is raining on me, or I can be glad that it is raining on your entire creation. And that is what a lot of this, God, is some of us do not see the majesty, the greatness, the goodness that is you. Many of us are waiting for some special feeling, I need God to show up in some special way, taking for granted that God showed up to give you this day. There are people who went to sleep last night who fully intended to wake up and then loved their lives. And still, they didn't get an opportunity to wake up. But here you are. And if you're here listening to my voice, that means you woke up. And if you woke up, then just say thank you to God. Because you have an opportunity to make the rest of your day into whatever it is that pleases both God and you. Sometimes we're trapped in circumstances. There are walls, there are prisons, there are foster homes, there are bad parents, there are bad bodies. Some of us get trapped within our body. However, when you take a moment and steady yourself and allow yourself to be swallowed up by that omnipresent divine essence through which all that was made. And if you want to call that presence, that essence, that divinity, God, Yeshua, Allah, Elohim, there's names that we're not allowed to say. But in any way that you say God, you could just be saying hello. And God knows you talking to God. And so that's why every word that I try to speak is with love. Because when you speak love, you speak God. You're speaking God's language. The truth is, when you speak, period, you are speaking God. Because God is the entire panorama of emotion and abstraction. God is the algorithm of all the elements, those concrete, conceptual, and everything in between. God is that thing that we don't even know what is. Whenever we get to the edge of existence, God reveals something new to say, hey, I'm not through. God that I serve not only created the Garden of Eden, Mesopotamia, the planet Earth, the Milky Way galaxy, the solar system, the universe, the multiverse, consciousness and existence, and all that we don't even know. If there are aliens from other planets or consciousness, I would think that those aliens still are made of matter. But that force, that divine essence through which all that was made and is made, that would still rule over those. And when I say rule over, I mean that the barest of their essence is still that same essence of the Creator that created all things. So as our world has more hearings and learns about new things and shares it with all of humanity, know that there's still a God on high who I serve that is the final arbiter of all these matters. That's how we start, with a prayer. We rock in and begin that thing. I'm going to read a small selection from Jennifer Williamson. Morning Affirmations. I love these. Morning is music to my soul. I embrace this moment. Never have I heard it before. Never will I hear it again. Every sound, soft and loud, is composing a melody. I get quieter. I hear the voice of love like a breeze as the rising sun wakes the world again. Morning is music to my soul. I listen just to listen. I listen to the wisdom of my soul without needing to document it for anyone else. I listen to the stories of others before or even without needing to formulate a reply. I listen because I am interested in another depth of life. I listen just to listen. I gotta say, that is a powerful, powerful phrase, because so often in our lives, there are very few people that actually listen to just listen. And it is impactful when we have those moments where people are listening to just listen. Sorry, that really hit me right there. To listen, just to listen. I'm going to go to Matthew, the book of Matthew. We're going to read a little bit of the book of Matthew, because book of Matthew has a powerful story. Well, it's the story of Jesus Christ, but we're going to go to Matthew 24. This is where Jesus is telling his apostles what's about to go down. He's telling them about the destruction of the age. And he's also laying down prophecy of what's going to happen after the Passover and what's going to happen to him, and also what's going to happen to them. Matthew 24, and Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of the coming and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulations, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, not ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For whosoever that carcass is, there will be eagles be gathered together. Immediately after the tribulation of these days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. They shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, know that summer is likewise. Yea, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But all of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall all the coming of the Son of Man be. For all as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall be the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, that one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, and one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready for such in such an hour, as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, whom he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of the servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Matthew 24. So that's where Jesus Christ laid down what was going to come, the world that was going to be. And he's further going to go into the actual Passover and what will happen more personally to him in the next verse. We'll save that for tomorrow. May your hand be with me, bearing peace and prosperity. Oh, Lord, please bless me indeed. Enlarge my territory. May your hand be with me, bearing peace and prosperity. Thank you, God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the interwebs and the internets that allow me to connect to all of your peoples, God. Thank you for this beautiful Saturday morning. Thank you for this gift of connection, of contribution. Thank you for the new Pope, Sox fan from Chicago, Pope Leo the 14th. Thank you, God. Thank you for our president. I pray for the health and well-being of President Donald Trump, and for all presidents who are still alive and well and wonderful. I pray for all the world leaders here, God. I pray for all somewhere between 8.5 and 7.5 billion people that you have on the planet right now. I pray for all the new babies that are being born just in this moment. One right now, and one right now, and one right now. I pray for all of them, God. I pray for all the animals. I pray for the 2 snoring dogs you hear over here on the side of me. I pray for the geese that are outside. I pray for the spiders and the snakes and everything in between. God, all of creation is yours, so I pray and praise all the things that you have made. I pray for my enemies as well, God. Those who mean my ends and my destruction, I pray for them. I pray for their souls. I pray for you to turn their heart into love. God, I pray that you make thine enemies my footstool. And more so than my footstool, God, I pray that you make my enemies my friend. For I have no enemies. God, you know every person, every creature, every morsel of this planet, I consider a sister or brother to you. Because, yes, through Jesus Christ, Christianity is born, and it is through Jesus' face that we get to see the face of the Father. Jesus also knew that we are all children of the same God. Jesus was trying to explain how it works. That's what his job was, as the living God, to help other people connect through his life, his story, his being, his existence, his word. However, God was there before Jesus, body, the man. God was there in the beginning. Before there was light, there was God. Before there was a darkness, there was God. Before there was a face of the deep, there was God. Before there was chaos to be ordered, there was the source of creation. And so when we live within God in that context and we see God in the light of creation, I thank God all these blessings. And I thank you for joining me today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe